back at it and back again with another special video. As you can see today, it is Storytime Thursday. Sorry for last week, man. I had a lot of business I handled. I actually had the video ready, but file got corrupted. So be it. So I just said I'm gonna just, push it to next Thursday. So with that being said, man, we're on the road to 500 subs, man. Shouts out to everybody that was a part of that giveaway with the Jordan Bread 11s and $100, and I gave an extra $20 away. So if you want to be a part of more giveaways, subscribe. So we're gonna get straight to it because it's kind of a long story. I'm gonna try to brief it as much as I can. Might not be as long if I can really get the words together so y'all can get the visual of this crazy story time. And like you can see in the title, this is my first and my last house party that I ever went to, man. Everything else is just like family gatherings or just, kicking it with some friends. That's it. But like a party, going out with random people and random situations, not me. I gotta be, I gotta know exactly what's going on and, how things moving. So I gotta be with some people I can trust, etc., etc. So with that being said, man, this is years ago, man, maybe 10 plus years ago. I can't really give y'all a year, but it definitely was a memorable day. So basically, I'm at the house party. It's my friend's cousin's house, but the neighborhood was like filled with, your regular hood dudes and these territorial people where they, super like, this is our block, this is what we represent. If you're from the outside, it's trouble. Not just with they ops or whatever they had going on, it was just legit people in general. If you're not from around there, they was kind of on that with you. So with that being said, we was posted up over there and we were just kicking it for a little while. They just doing their thing. They into whatever they into. They was smoking, drinking. That's not my thing, but they was into that. We were just hanging around there because I've been over there. We was kind of going over there consistently, but we'd be in the house or sitting on the porch. So this time we kind of moving around. We walked up the block, came back. So these dudes, they just, get all tough and, acting crazy, and we just kicking it. They saying little stuff under their breath between their little circle, but we still moving how we moving. We still had, family. This is their family for the most part. Female cousins, most of them female cousins, but they like our cousins too. So we were just over there kicking it. Now they had female friends over there that we were just sitting around, and it wasn't not even like a big deal. It was just like a regular day. Nobody was like on some, buddy type stuff. It was just regular kicking it. But they had, dudes in and out, the same dudes that was in and out the crib. And they got late. I say it got to like maybe 1 in the morning and we trying to head back. Like, we ain't trying to stay over here forever. My homeboy had the car, but these dudes, they got so like drunk and off some drugs, maybe pills. I'm not sure what they was on, but they went like way too far. And some crazy stuff almost happened. So one of the female friends of, the people that I actually came over there for, they were sitting out there with us. Now, needless to say, as like we sober. Like I'm sober, my homeboy is sober because we around this, we just gotta be on point. Some of them do, mess around with a little alcohol every now and again. But that moment we was trying to be locked in, just trying to have fun, just kicking it, just listening to music. And I'm not even a party person, so for me to do that was just for the love of the homies. So we kicking it, and then we're just a bunch of people on the steps. Now the one chick, she's sitting behind me, like right here, talking to my homeboy's cousin. It's nothing major. Like I said, this is not like, oh, you did this and it provoked them. It wasn't no, provoking going on. We sitting there, and these dudes just start getting louder and louder, and they just wanting us to give a reaction. And then they was like, yeah, let's just go in the house. So it was me, two of my homies, and his female cousins, and his auntie and stuff. So we at their crib. We go in the crib, sit on the couch. Now, we don't know what's going on outside the door. We just hear them talking. It's just loud. We're just normal because we still got the music going on in the house. So as they sitting out there, they talking crazy to whoever they talking to, and they kept knocking on the door. So his cousin would go to the door, boom, and then she's standing on the door. Like we asked, like, why you standing against the door? The door locked, but we in the hood, so it was a janky door. So I feel like the door was locked, but you can just knock it down if you really wanted to get up in that joint. So she was like, they keep trying to acting like they want to come up in here and kick it, like ain't no more partying going on, this and that. And she just kept saying, she just started getting mad. So my homeboy, he's the male, and this is a male at the door. We ain't no weapons on our side. It's just, we just sitting there kicking it. So she went out there arguing with him, going back and forth. And he like, I'm about to go out there. And we like, man, should he go out there? He ain't got nothing on him. And these dudes out their mind, they might act crazy. And she know them in a sense because she from around the area. And her brother is well respected. We're gonna get to him soon, so y'all definitely stay in tune with that. We'll just keep it pushing. So boom. She come in real angry, and he started getting more angry. She cussing through the door, he cussing through the door. Boom, he started shouldering the door, and he had it on him. And I didn't know he had nothing on him. So he boom, shoving at the door, boom, 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 and then he like cracked the door open, and I look up, and I see him trying to like get through the door and looking like he reaching for something. So I'm like, I ain't really think nothing of it. I'm just thinking he just trying to get in there and just argue again or just say some wild stuff like he been doing. This is just the whole night is what he been doing. When he was in the house, left out, standing outside. So the whole thing was just going on and on and on. Now me and two of my homies, we like, man, we got to get up out of here. We just trying to operation make it to the car. So she said, I'm gonna call my brother over here. Her brother is one of those guys, So she made that phone call like, man, they trying to get home. We're sitting in there for about an hour, before she, my bad, y'all. We were sitting in there for an hour before she even really, got in contact with him because it was late and he was out, doing what he was doing. I think he was like at a club or something with a bunch of his people. So she got in contact with him, boom, 2 minutes later, 3-4 cars full of people in that joint, all the people from his neighborhood. Like, yeah, where they at? Woo, woo. Going through the whole little like story. We broke it down. Like, man, let me know. So they kicked it for as long as they could, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And we standing outside. We could have just left. We like, man, they gone. We didn't know where they were. So we thinking they gone. But they wasn't. So they end up leaving, and we like, man, let's just hurry up to the car. And we coming up with a strategy like, man, you go. I was sitting in the back, and my two other homeboys, the driver and the other homie was like, man, y'all gonna hop in the front, and we gonna hop in the car and get up out of here. Now, we called my homeboy Pops, the one that we was with, the driver of the car we was in. We called his Pops like, man, you might need to bring that, over here just in case, because we don't know where they at. And somebody said they seen him at the corner, but they was gone. So she went out there and checked before we left this time. So after we got in contact with him, like, we might need to do that. Now, it wasn't confirmed that he was coming. Like, it wasn't legit, like, all right, he about to be on his way. And we just, he gonna have it on him. And if anything happened, he could say like, yeah, hey, y'all leave my, my nephews and my son alone, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't, none of that was planned. We just like, man, we're gonna hurry to this car and we're gonna go back to where we came from and stay away from everybody. Like, this is not for us. So, soon as we come out the crib, I say a couple minutes later, we got all our stuff and we looking like, hey, we need you out here, everybody watching, like, watch that corner, cause we near the corner. The corner is like right there, like a house. We like two houses off the corner. And what made it crazy was it was a one-way. So it was a one-way going to that same corner. So we all try to hurry up to the car. Everybody like, boom, come on, y'all, let's go. So as soon as we get out the crib, they came out the alley, they said they came out the alley and cut the block off. They blocked us in with the one way and they hopping out the car. And right as they hopping out the car, his daddy pull up in his car and had his, with him. And he was like, hey man, And then he was like, oh. So he was backing up, kind of like retreating, like, yeah, my bad. And then he had this whole little speech like, man, you go out here trying to pull a gun on my neck. They did nothing. He was like, man, he started saying he was off the alcohol and the drugs and all of this stuff. And he apologized to us. He, we had a little talk for a couple minutes. Man, y'all get in the car, man. Whatever. And then so everything died down. It wasn't no loud arguing like he was doing before. So that whole thing of like them cutting us off, and they were like, oh, we apologize. So they back up and move out like, man, ain't gonna be no problems, man. If y'all got anything, y'all come back around here, everything straight. We didn't really want to be like buddies with them because of how everything actually turned out. But overall, it was just like the intense energy when you run into something and then you like, oh, you stuck. Like, we was stuck. And he was hopping out with, they was hopping out with they weapons. And I'm like, we was done for if he didn't pull up at that same time. It was like we didn't know the timing. He never said, I'm on my way right now. None of that was confirmed. But when he pulled up, man, we got in our car and we made it back to our neighborhood safe. And that was just like, You know what I mean? Great timing. There's nothing more that I can say, but the timing of that man pulling up and them coming around that corner and blocking us in, we ain't had no way about it. And we didn't want to run back to the crib. And they so off of drugs, they might have been like, man, let's just shoot up the crib. Let's just shoot up the crib. Like they tweaking. Like they tried to bust in the crib and he said he wanted to shoot at me. Now that was one of the things that I heard them say. Like she said, he talking about you because his little cousin was sitting behind me like 2 feet over, and I'm sitting there. I don't even know she exists. Don't know her name, never talked to her, but she was just sitting right there next to me at the top step, and I'm like a few steps down. So I'm like, so he just on that, like, you know what I'm saying? Just tripping. But the whole thing was that timing of that man pulling up and having what he had on him. Like he had the negotiation words, he had everything just perfect for us. Like, man, I thank that man to this day. I won't say too many names because it had a situation where it was a lot of years ago, but at the same time, you know, just want to keep it from my perspective. But that's just another story time with your boy FiremanETv, man. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna keep bringing them. And this is so many years ago. I know a few of my homies that was involved gonna see this, and you know what I mean. If I missed anything, hopefully they'll drop it in the comment section. You know, but I feel like I pretty much covered everything. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. But like I said, when I say enjoyed the video, just knowing where like things that I done been through is my testimony for y'all to be like, man, I've been going through some rough times. Like, man, you can make it through that. I can make it through anything. So always remember that. And I'm trying to end the year off right, man. Road to 500 subs. So make sure y'all hit that button, man. And hopefully we can still push it and keep it going. Next year about to be real crazy. And this is legit my last story time of 2019. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. And I'll be hollering at y'all real soon, man. Next week, another story time. It's your boy FiremanETv. I'm a little sick, man. It's your boy FiremanETv. Like, share, subscribe, you know the vibes, man. Until next time, man. Peace. I'll holler at y'all.